Indus Water Treaty Part 2 Dispute between India and Pakistan. The Indus Water Treaty is a water sharing agreement between India and Pakistan signed in 1960. It was brokered by the World Bank. Recently, India has sent a notice to Pakistan to amend the 62-year-old treaty. Under the Indus Water Treaty of 1960, the water of three eastern rivers, Satluj, Beas and Ravi, are allocated to India for unrestricted use, while the waters of three western rivers, Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, go to Pakistan. Additionally, New Delhi has the right to generate hydroelectricity through the run of the river projects on the three western rivers subject to specific criteria for design. Under the treaty, Pakistan can raise technical objections on Indian hydroelectric projects on western rivers. Both nations has the right to inspect the projects, notably the ones in Jammu and Kashmir, because the rivers in Jammu and Kashmir have been assigned to Pakistan, hence India's rights on them are restricted. The treaty also states that, with the exceptions of some particular instances, no storage or irrigation systems can be constructed by India on the western rivers. This is the main source of Indian displeasure. Despite the fact that the treaty specifies that a storage system can be built in extraordinary circumstances, India claims that Pakistan has purposefully halted all efforts to establish a storage system owing to political rivalry with India. Why are amendments to the treaty required? The treaty needed to be modified since the circumstances were substantially different when it was signed in 1960. Dam building technology was different. The relationship between India and Pakistan was different. The concern in today's event is whether this treaty withstand the current stresses of relationship and situations. Can this treaty truly help to address India and Pakistan water disputes? One of the key issues has been dispute resolution mechanisms that have led to India issuing the notice. Article 9 of the treaty lays out the provision of dispute resolution with a three-stage graded mechanism. The first stage is a question that can be resolved at the level of Indo-Pak Indus Water Commissioners. If it is not resolved at that stage, then that it becomes a difference that can be resolved by neutral experts. If neutral experts fail to resolve, then it comes to the stage of court of arbitration. In 2015, Pakistan requested the appointment of a neutral expert to examine its technical objections to India's Kishanganga and Retal hydroelectric projects. The following years, that is in 2016, Pakistan unilaterally retreated from the neutral expert mechanism and proposed that a court of arbitration decides on its objections. Meanwhile, India made a separate request for the matter to be referred to a neutral expert. The initiation of two simultaneous processes on the same issue essentially creates a legal issue. That year, the World Bank had paused the process, only to revive it in March 2022. Because of Pakistan's continuing insistence, the World Bank has recently initiated actions on both the neutral expert and court of arbitration processes. Such parallel consideration on the same issue is not covered under any provision of the treaty. Adding, faced with such a violation of the treaty provisions, India has been compelled to issue a notice of modification. Despite repeated efforts by India to find a mutual agreeable way forward, Pakistan refused to discuss the issue during the 5 meetings of the Permanent Indus Commission from 2017 to 2022.